Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. With our Santas Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And time now to take a quick look at our State Farm lineups. And guys, taking a look at Dwayne Wade, what will we see from him?
Well, when you talk about players, Kevin, who can break down defenses off the dribble and create their own offense, to me, Dwayne Wade is at the top of that list.
Yeah, you know what? He's a crevice encroacher. In other words, he can get to places you don't think he can get to. This guy gets through cracks and crevices and finishes at the rim with a high degree of success and difficulty as well. He's special in that regard.
And it's back to Miami for the Heat at the conclusion of today's game. They put together game after game, winning 5 games in a row. Fantastic stretch.
Well, what a terrific run they're on, just making the game look easy right now. And who knows, guys, maybe this is just the tip of the iceberg.
They are definitely striking some fear into the rest of the league, Steve. I mean, other teams are probably already looking ahead on their schedules, hoping they're not going to have to deal with him anytime soon. Well, guys, Erik Spoelstra is really a young coach, but he's worked his way up from video coordinator to being one of the outstanding head coaches in the league. To be where he is, coaching one of the very elite teams in the NBA in Miami, you couldn't ask for a better position or a better opportunity. And I really have great respect and admiration for the way he's handled that and grown into that position. It's one of the better stories in the league in my mind.
And Miami has possession, following the bucket by the Lakers.
Well, you have to play him tough. He's just too good.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to speak with Erik Spoelstra for a moment. Obviously, he has a lot on his plate when it comes to defending against Kobe Bryant. I asked him what he might do, and he said not much. He's one of the league's all-time best scorers, and no matter what you seem to do, he finds ways to get on the scoreboard. Kobe might be seeing a lot of double teams here tonight, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Wade. After the basket by the Lakers. Here's Chalmers. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Chalmers has got 7 points.
Well, you talk about the job that Erik Spoelstra has done for the Heat, Clark. A young coach, certainly, but he's earned the opportunity to coach this roster. And he's shown that he's up to the task. One of the brightest young coaches in the game. Can't pass up that kind of look.
So the Heat, their last game, a win against the Kings.
And they had such a balanced offensive approach in winning that game. You love to see a team that can get it done in so many different ways.
Oh! Hammer time! Hammer time! Are you kidding me? Would you look at this guy?
That's a little bit unexpected there.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggression he needs to have on a daily basis.
And that was Sprite bringing you the close-up on that big-time play.
You know, the Heat knew it was all about the playoffs for them last year, Kevin, and ultimately they would be judged on if they were able to win a title or not. That's maybe harsh, but that truly is the reality for that group.
It is there, you're right.
You know, the dunk was great, but I didn't care for that interior defense there, guys. It was non-existent.
You're right, Clark. You know, it was way too easy. I don't think the coach liked it either. Look at that face.
It doesn't get much easier than that. They have got to tighten up their defense. That was embarrassing.
Some changes for the Lakers. Josh McRoberts is checked in for Hill. World Peace comes in for Antoine Jamison. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Steve Nash. The Heat also changing it up. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Bosh. Patty comes in for Ray Allen. And Mike Miller subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Kobe. And Miami also making a switch. Joel Anthony's checked in for LeBron. Here's World Peace. Tries again, and that one's good. Barnes has got 6 points.
They are in attack mode right now. That's 10 straight points, guys, all coming inside the paint.
And Steve, if I'm them, I'd keep going right to the heart of that defense like they have been until they do something about it. If they don't offer resistance, take everything you can get in there.
Looked like they cruised early, and once Derrick Rose got hurt and the Bulls were knocked out, they were the heavy favorites to reach the finals. But it was a struggle at times. You know, Indiana gave them a real good second round.
Yeah, and then Boston took them to 7 games in the Eastern Conference Finals, even had them down 3-2. But in the end, it was finally LeBron's turn, and he was amazing during the championship round against Oklahoma City. And it was very impressive the way he responded to his critics and played about as well as you can possibly play in an NBA Finals. Congratulations to Miami and to LeBron. It has been all offense here early.
It sure has been. I mean, both teams clicking, and it's been an entertaining game as well, guys.
Blake kicks to World Peace. Got a piece of it. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Josh McRoberts. Ebanks comes in for Matt Barnes. Kobe's checked in for Meeks. And it's Nash in for Steve Blake. The three from LeBron. Here is Ebanks. And here's Kobe from the arc. That doesn't go in either for Kobe. Tie game in Los Angeles.
It's a special New Year.
And we're ready to get rolling once again here for a Christmas Day matchup. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
And they're really keying in on getting as many good shots inside the lane as possible. They're doing a nice job of not just settling for outside looks.
Yep, I agree. I mean, they're working it inside and doing it with intention and purpose.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Lakers right now, the star-studded backcourt of Nash and Kobe. World Peace is out there with Josh McRoberts, and it's Ebanks in at the 3 spot. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, I think it's accurate to call the Dwight Howard situation a saga, and it has, at least for the moment, calmed down. A trade to the Los Angeles Lakers has now thrust them squarely into the championship picture. First, the acquisition of star point guard Steve Nash, and now the best center in the league. The tough Western Conference just got tougher. Kevin?
The story of the offseason, no question. Thank you, Doris.
And, of course, the Lakers shipped off Lamar Odom before last season started and just got a late first-round pick from Dallas in return. Not exactly what you would expect in terms of, a player of Lamar Odom's caliber. You'd think they could have done better with that deal.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. The Lakers ended up being fine with how they played, but really, as you said, it seems like they missed out on getting more in return.
Yeah, the whole trade appeared to be sort of a panic move. I mean, they didn't play well early, but ultimately adjusted. And I think that trade definitely hurt them early last season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Josh McRoberts. World Peace comes in for Antoine Jameson. And Matt Barnes is subbed in for Devin Ebanks. For 3, Kobe. It's hauled in by LeBron.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Well, I think as time has gone on, the Heat hate has died down a little bit. You know, with LeBron and Bosh first signing there, they were really thrust into that villain role, booed in every arena on the road. But I think things have calmed down a little bit, and while they'll never be accepted as an underdog, people do appreciate them as a great team.
And some very quick points for him on that possession. LeBron's now got 4 points in the quarter.
Slick play right there. He's so resourceful with the ball in his hands.
Here's Blake, defended by Allen. And World Peace kicks to Kobe. Clock at 6. Right up. Sweet little floater. Kobe's got 6 points. And for LeBron, I think the backlash was the hardest. An Ohio native, when he left the Cavaliers, Clark, obviously, it was not pretty.
No, it was not, and he admits that. It's unfortunate it unfolded the way he did, but I think going forward, and as time passes, people will let it go as they should, and LeBron has become, I think, a better man as a result of having gone through that, and a better player, too.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Jody Meeks comes in for Kobe. And it's Nash in for Steve Blake. The 3 from LeBron. LeBron with another miss. Lakers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second.
And the final score doesn't really indicate how well they played that night, Clark.
No, it doesn't. I mean, they were on the end of a few bad breaks that swung the game the other way. It should have been closer.
Well, it's been back and forth. Really good battle here.
Yeah, a real strong battle, guys, and it looks like it may come down to which team has the ball last as far as who wins.
The dish to Meeks. Over Chalmers. Meeks can't hit.
And head coach Mike Brown, a very defensive-minded guy, worked as an assistant in San Antonio for years under Greg Popovich. And last year, his first with the Lakers, they were much improved defensively.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And you talk about the defensive first philosophy for Coach Mike Brown. Steve, it certainly helps to have the size the Lakers do inside to use that kind of system, to use that philosophy.
That's right, Kevin. And remember, they had the same philosophy in San Antonio when Mike Brown was an assistant because of the size with Duncan and Robinson. So with the Lakers size now, it's a similar defensive scheme, forcing everything to the baseline, into the help, make players shoot over the top of the Laker bigs. And it's been a blueprint for success for Mike Brown, not only in L.A., but Cleveland, Indiana, and San Antonio as well.
Gets it to go. And it's 8 points for Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, he's so focused, so concentrated with his effort, and it takes a great defender to bother him. And even then, when you contest the shot, he still has a knack for making them.
And I think he's one of the best at finishing in close quarters, too. I mean, it's very hard to knock him off his shot.
Dishes it to Jamison. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Kobe's got 3 assists now in this one. Bosch passes to Cole. Here's Battier, and blocked. And it's the Lakers on the break. Kobe's running. Knocked away. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Cole's got the ball. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And check out your point guard showing you major bounce above the rim.
How about this? The smaller the player, the bigger the highlight.
I love that.
And that was a highlight. Terrific finish.
He kicks it to Kobe. Wide open. And again, it's the Lakers.
Seems to be getting better as this game goes on.
The Heat have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Allen dishes to Cole. The 3, rejected by Kobe. And World Peace kicks to McRoberts. And the shot is good. And it's a tie ball game.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game.
Now, presented by Sprint.
I hope everybody got what they wanted for... It'll be the Pistons up against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
Well, why eat at the drive-thru when you can sit down at the buffet and have all you can eat, Clark?
Well, I know you've been listening, partner. I like that. That's exactly what you need to do. Take advantage of what's available.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Mario Chalmers and the electric D. Wade at the guards. Ray Allen and LeBron James the forwards. And it's Bosch in at the 5 spot. Miami trailing. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
Well, these two teams, both in the midst of great seasons last year, they played each other to a standstill in their regular season matchups, each winning once.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, the Dwayne Wade, LeBron James tandem in Miami, already one of the best in NBA history, and they push each other to get better every day. As Dwayne Wade said, we compete after practice. Obviously, it's not about keeping score, but after a lot of practices, we'll do a lot of one-on-one work because we understand that competition between us will make both of us better. Kevin, scary for their competitors.
I believe it. Those must make for some good battles, Doris. Thanks. Jamison kicks it over to Nash. Back to Jamison. Goes back up. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got 3 assists now in this one.
Not a lot going wrong for them on offense in the early part of the third. I mean, that's 3 makes on 4 tries now.
Going back to what Steve talked about, their battles last year were 2 of the Clark biggest games of the regular season.
And Kevin, I think a big part of the reason those games were that big is because they only squared off twice. And that just added and increased to the anticipation.
Back to LeBron. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Jamison. Kobe attacking. Miami grabs the miss.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Allen, that's good.
Well, you can imagine when you have the players the Heat have and LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, who can finish at the rim like those guys do, you're going to have a very high shooting percentage, or at least you should, and that was definitely the case for them.
Timeout called the Lakers. Back to what you said, Clark. The Heat shot a little bit worse as a team last year than the year before, but still finished in the top 5 in the league. So Steve still an offensive powerhouse.
Yeah, mainly because of the talents of LeBron and Wade. That opens up a lot of three-point looks for their teammates. And, of course, in transition, that's a...
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
And that's his game right there, the determination to get to the bucket. You got to love the mindset.
That was a nice replay. Brought to you by Sprite. Jamison the pass to Kobe. Back to Jamison to end the run. Gets it to go. Jamison's got 7 points in the game.
And I'll tell you what, they might want to pay a little more attention to him defensively than they did on that last trip. And Antoine Jamison is a player who can help any team in the league with his scoring. And as he gets later in his career, getting older, he's still chasing that elusive title. He's actually never made it past the second round of the playoffs.
Meta World Peace, he's checked in for the Lakers. Blake comes in for Steve Nash. LeBron's shot is good.
And the pace has really ramped up in the second half.
Steve, I like the re-energized effort here. I mean, it's been a battle.
Blake kicks to Kobe. Fires top of the key. Good. And the assist goes to Blake. And 12 points for Kobe Bryant. And Jamison, a consummate professional. He's been on winning teams and some losing teams, but never one to complain either way.
For all of his special physical gifts and what he does on the basketball court, which is otherworldly, quite honestly, the thing that I've marveled at is his demeanor and disposition and how he's handled the bright lights of stardom and fame and expectations and pressure. Really, since he was 15 or 16 years old, this guy has always carried himself much older than he is, and nobody's perfect. So we all stub our toes here and there, but I don't know anybody that could have handled what he's handled any better than he has over the course of his NBA career.
Antoine Jamison's checked in for the Lakers. Then for the Heat, Allen comes in for Rashard Lewis. And Mike Miller subbed in for Dwayne Wade. It's LeBron with the drive. The drop step. Shot denied. An even 3-on-3 break. Nash dishes to Hill. He passes to Barnes. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Shot from 16. The shot no good. And the Heat going the other way now. Kicks it to Chalmers. Battier left side. Over Barnes. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Well, neither team has really gained an edge rebounding-wise here, and the score reflects that.
Well, if one team can start hitting the boards harder, I mean, it'll give them a good chance to pull away.
Shooting-wise, he's having a tough quarter. I mean, he just seems to have gone cold, can't find the basket. Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Nash drives in, puts the lead pass in front of him. Shot's good. Hill's got 12 in the game.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint, and when you can get them, you got to score them.
Miller, guarded by Kobe. Here's Allen. The second chance bucket is good.
Well, you're not going to get a more high-quality look than that. Terrific offensive rebound there.
That's tipped. It's stolen by Allen. And now Miller running the floor all by himself. And Clark and Steve, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither side really able to create much of a cushion at all. So, which team can make a little run here? We'll see.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Heat out front. They lead by 1. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter.
It's a special New Year's Eve NBA celebration.
Here's Wade. So with Kobe sitting on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. Nash out there with Steve Blake. Then it's Matt Barnes. Then there's World Peace. And it's Hill in at the 5 roaming the paint. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Chalmers. And stolen by Nash. Nash, left side, gets the bucket.
Nash is such a devastating offensive player because no matter what you do defensively, he always has an answer. One of the best passers and shooters in the history of the game. So whatever you do, he's going to find a way for his team to score.
Well, you've talked a little bit about him hitting open shots. Even when Nash is absolutely smothered and covered, he can still knock it down. It comes back to that focus and awareness of his. I think his body balance and court awareness are two of his best attributes.
The Lakers trail. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand. That's good.
What a game. This is really fun to watch.
And when games are tight like this, I mean, success or failure can really turn on small details and 1 or 2 plays.
Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark and Steve. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Boy, after all this energy that both teams have expended, you're right, Clark. This would be a tough one to lose.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Antoine Jamison's checked in for World Peace, and Kobe is subbed in for Steve Blake. The Heat also changing it up. LeBron, he's checked in for Lewis. Battier comes in for James Jones, and it's Allen in for Mario Chalmers. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
In a moment to check out Miami and who they've got coming up. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Nash with it. Wade picks him up. And it's Nash missing.
Typically, he's pretty dependable on those open jump shots.
Baseline J on the way. That's good from Wade on the assist by Battier.
Both of these teams have really stepped it up offensively.
You know what, Steve? They haven't missed a chance, and I think both teams really know what's at stake on every possession here.
For 3, Kobe. And the Lakers with another miss. The Heat leading by 5. To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Nash. And it's the Lakers on the break. Kobe passes to Barnes. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist.
3 straight buckets in the paint. They're making it look effortless.
Well, speaking of effortless, we'd like to see a little more out of the defense. So how about trying, guys?
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. The drive by Wade. Tipped. Now here comes Nash, leading the break. Gets it to go. And now just a 1-point Heat lead.
They've really caused a lot of trouble with their defense, and it's paying dividends for them at the other end.
Well, it's the old saying, good defense lead to good offense, and there's no question that's the case right now.
LeBron, good.
He has so much confidence, guys. What a finish.
Timeout called the Lakers. And Nash, here we go. Bryant, no good. Excellent D from Wade.
Now, unfortunately, he just has not been able to produce offensively to this point.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Now it's a 5-point Heat lead.
Well, I like that he's come up with some big baskets for this team to help him out in getting this lead.
Here's Kobe. Good off the drop step.
A great move to the hoop, capped off with the finger roll. He's an outstanding finisher in close.
Wade against Nash. Wade missing again.
He's trying to get it going from outside.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Ooh, he's playing hard, but you got to play smart, too. Get there too late, and that's a big whistle.
The Heat have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. It's LeBron with the drive, and that one's good. And the Heat lead by 3.
He hushed him up with that shot.
Well, a huge bucket there to stifle the crowd. You're right.
It's like they're stunned. I mean, they don't know what to think.
Kobe kicks to Nash. Back to Kobe. Working on Allen. 14 feet away. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Kobe has been sensational.
The drive by Wade. Bobs the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by Hill. And it's the Lakers on the break. Kobe.
Boy, I love it. Absolutely love it. You can almost hear the fans hold their breath when he takes off.
He is a true powerhouse.
Well, you don't want to be in his way on dunks like that one, that's for sure.
The Sprite replay really gave you a good look at the action. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. On defense, the Lakers. It's a 1-point game. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And there's the pass to Nash. In low to Hill. Tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Battier. It's off. Here's Bosch.
Got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're trailing by 1. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
Well, and you've got the luxury here of running a play, so you want to do something that you're very comfortable with.
Absolutely, Steve. I mean, no need to panic whatsoever. I mean, they're in a very good spot right here.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
And an intentional foul right there. First free throw missing for him. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2. Here's Nash. Oh, they shot at a chance, but no good. And so the big win by
66.